So in this video, I'm going to go over a nested dictionary. So dictionaries inside other dictionaries, which at first might seem really weird. We're going to keep it simple in that, but this is what I call a nested structure. And as GS people, we're around nested data all the time. So feature sets or feature classes or GeoJSON feature collections are often organized in these nested structures. So we actually technically work with this on a daily basis. If you use ArcMap ArcPro and you've ever opened up a file geodatabase, a file geodatabase has lots of feature classes in it, and a feature class has lots of features, and each feature has lots of columns. There we are, nested, 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 nested. And so we're around them all the time, and so when we first encounter them, they're kind of weird. But once we realize, okay, this is just like the data that I use every day, it will get easier. Okay, so how do I know I'm in a nested dictionary? It'll be the number of opening braces. So if I look here, I've got an opening brace, and before it closes, I've got another opening brace. So that means inside my dictionary, there's another dictionary, which eventually gets closed, right? And then immediately gets into another dictionary again. In that. So I'll call this courses, the outer dictionary, and an individual course inside the dictionary, right? An inner dictionary. So courses is the outer one. When I look at it, it looks 1, 2, 3. I've organized away, right? Okay, it looks like there's 3 things in it. But those 3 things are also themselves dictionaries with key value pairings. So what we'll do is we'll start a debugging session, start debugging, in that, and we should stop on line 21, and we have. And so we have our courses dictionary in here. Notice how the local Windows organizes it, much like the way I did on the screen here. There's this outer dictionary called courses, and when I unfold it, there's 3 things inside it. And let's take a look at the very first course, 34058. Well, there's another dictionary inside it with key value pairs. So we have a dictionary inside a dictionary. I'm just going to shrink this up a little bit, and then we'll go through. So if we ask how big is courses, probably 3. We can see it here in the local windows if we want to cheat, right? And we can see 3 got printed out. Good, right? We're expecting that. So what are the keys for courses? The outer dictionary, that's what I'll call it. Should be 34058, should be 34115, should be 44343. So if we're thinking of it right, so let's see if I'm thinking about it right. Looks like, okay, my thinking's okay. Those are the keys for the outer dictionary. I got a little for loop that's going to cycle through for course in courses. So what does that mean? So what it usually does is it cycles for all of the keys, the ones I just printed out, 3005. I can pull out one course into a variable here just so we can inspect it. I don't need to do this, but it helps, especially with the debugger. So I'm going to step over, right? So if I hover over course, it is 34058, the first key in these keys. And so I'm going to pull out one course. And so we should see a new variable show up. So course, we can see the key value there. And so now I've got one course, and I've pulled out this one course, Programming 17010. Okay. I've lost the fact that it's 34058, but that's definitely the one that I pulled out, right? So I just pulled out this part here into the variable. I'm going to ask how big is this particular course, right? I'm not asking one course. I'm asking, I'm dynamically pulling it out here. I'm going to courses and pulling out one course. And so we'll see how that works out, right? To see what the size is. Am I going to get 3? Am I going to get 4? Am I going to get 0? Am I going to get another number? I got 4. I was actually expecting that. Because if I go check my one course, this is where I pulled it out and kind of preserved it in a variable. But this is, I got the same thing here. I dynamically got it out of the parent dictionary. So out of courses, I pulled out one of its key value pairs. I then asked, well, how big is that key value pair? Right? And it told me it's got 4 things in it. And these are the keys for that particular course. I'm still dealing with 3405, and I'm going to dynamically pull that course out of the parent. So I'm going to go get an individual course out of the parent course's dictionary and then pull its keys. I should get department instructor name num. We'll see, right? And I did get that department name num name instructor. And now it's going to cycle. I don't know if it's switched yet. It's about to switch. Now we're going to switch into the next course, 34115. So the second course in the parent dictionary. ASCII preserve that in one course or overwrite it basically, which it did. Now we're on to a different course. How big are you? It has the same number of columns or keys, we'll say, and the same keys, so we're there. But your inner dictionaries don't have to have the same number of keys. It allows for lots of flexibility depending on your data. And we'll cycle through, get the next course, which is the geomatics course, the last one on the list, 443. That should be our current course if we hover over this, and it is. And I'm going to dynamically pull out an inner dictionary from the parent dictionary and ask it how big it is. Here I pulled it out sort of more permanently and stored it in a separate variable. Here I'm going back into the parent dictionary and asking it directly, and I get 4, just like I'm expecting. And if I print out the keys, I should see department num name instructor again, right? But I went down, in this case, if I make this a little bit bigger, scroll back up, right? It went into courses, it found that particular course, pulled it out, and said, okay, what are the keys? It found department, instructor. If we keep, it might be easier to unfold it here. Department, instructor, name, and num, and then sent those back to be printed. Now we're at the end of the dictionary, and we should be done the program. So for now, this concludes this video.